Hi guys, it's me, Susie. I'm very excited to be here. This week I was thinking back to when my oldest son, when he was 3 years old, he was so strong-willed. And I was really getting nervous, like how was I going to be able to mother him? And I had read this book about raising strong-willed boys. And I knew that I was responsible to raise him into a good man. So I was reading this book, and the book said, whatever you do, don't give in. Because if you give in once, they'll push you to the edge. And at 3 years old, he could already push me. I remember one day, my mother-in-law had come unexpectedly to visit, and she was there, and my little son, I asked him not to do something, and he looks at me, then he looks at his grandma, and he did it anyways. And I said, Bubba, don't do that. If you do that, I'm gonna give you time out. He did it again. But the whole time, he's looking at his grandma, then he's looking at me, like, you're not gonna do anything with my grandma here. I was like, oh. So I said, Bubba, you have to have time out now. So I took him to the hallway wall, and I said, you're on time out. He moved from the wall and went and sat next to his grandma. And he kind of looked at me like, my grandma's here. I said, Bubba, we're going back to the wall. And the whole time, my mother-in-law, she's like hugging him. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? But I knew I had to be a mom who followed through. I'm training a man of God after all. So I took him back to the wall. He moved again. So I said, Bubba, if you move one more time, I'm gonna give you a little spanking. Do you know? He moved again. I got him and I gave him a little spanking and I put him back. Do you know? Again. And he goes to grandma and he's hugging on grandma and grandma's hugging on him. I got him. I gave him another powwow and I stuck him back on the wall. By this time, he's crying, his grandma's crying, and I'm super, super frustrated. My husband comes walking in and he's like, what happened? His mom's crying, his son's crying, and he could clearly see in my face that I was frustrated. And my mother-in-law goes, she hit Bubba. She spanked him 2 times. She was tattling on me. One of the best things that my husband ever did, he told his mom, Mom, don't get involved. She loves her son and she's a good mom. Stay out of it. I got Bubba, put him back on the wall, and he stayed. And guess what? That was a life lesson. If Mom said it, she's gonna win. I realized I was a champion that day. I won because I didn't give in. And you know what? He learned a life lesson too. If my mom said it, I'm just gonna listen and do it. So one thing here, my husband, he protected me and he defended me and he backed me up the whole way. And I remember my mother-in-law telling the story. She spanked him 2 times. But guess what? I have a son now and he knows consequence. He knows follow-up and he knows follow through. And I believe that even at that 3-year-old age, he learned that. So if that can help you use it today, remember parents, you can do it. You're a champion. Follow up and follow through. You got this.